Stories in today's video. 1. Update. I, 25 fathoms, am about to come out to my parents, 46 meters and amp, 49F, as transgender and I'm kinda freaking out. 2. UPDATE2. I, 22M, just walked in on my girlfriend, 21F, of 7 years having S*X with my roommate, 22M. 3. Update. My 25M boyfriend's 26M anxiety comes out severely during intimacy. Link to original. Hey Reddit, my op didn't get much of a response, but I appreciate those who offered support, advice and wanted to give an update in case anyone was wondering. Originally, my weekend got a little more busy than I had planned, so I decided to move my coming out day until Tuesday. So, on Sunday, I called my mom to set up dinner. If I hadn't, I knew I would back out and not tell them, and my mom was feeling impatient I guess, because she was just like, let's talk about it now, and put me on speakerphone with my dad right next to her. So, I told them. And it went great. The first thing anyone said was when my dad immediately asked, is that why you've been so damn weird the last 3 weeks? Lol. Followed up immediately by a dad joke. We are all going to talk to my little brother about it, probably today. My sister, partner, and I are all still going for dinner. And I asked my parents to pick out a new middle name for me. I've decided to stick with my given first name, it's androgynous. My dad's immediate response was, always wanted a beard man last name, so I decided to let my mom have the final say in my middle name. Lol. I also set up an appointment to start hormone therapy in 2 weeks, and my insurance covers it. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I hope you guys all have a great week. TLDR parents give no F***CKS. I feel like I just had 600 pounds lifted from my shoulders. I'm starting testosterone in a couple weeks. Edit. To everyone P-ming or leaving comments calling me a sick F***CK, or any other derogatory term, I hope you realize one day how hurtful and wrong you have been. Especially if you ever have kids that end up struggling the way I did. And to those of you, the vast majority in this post, who have been supportive and excited for me, I appreciate every single one of you, as well as your comments. Thank you, Edit 2, my first gold ever. Thanks guys. You've been overwhelmingly supportive. Thank you all. You're wonderful humans. Hope this isn't against the rules or anything. But since I've gotten many requests asking for pictures of my new kitty, I've posted him where all the other cute pictures of animals go. If this is against the rules, let me know and I'll remove it. Original. First, hey everybody. I've been asked multiple times for an update, but it's been super busy, and I actually have a little time today, so I thought I would update everybody on my situation. My ex made a doctor's appointment for a couple of days after my last post. She sent me a text with the date and time, and asked me if I would be going with her. I told her that I wouldn't but that I wanted Emily to go with her. She straight up refused and said this was our baby, and that if I didn't go, she would cancel the appointment and wait until I was ready to go. We argued for a little bit until I gave in. I told her that I would meet her there, and I would stay for the entire thing, but I was going to be stone silent the whole time unless the doctor asked me a question. Her appointment was at 9:15 that morning. I showed up at 9:10 and sat across from her in the waiting room. The doctor called her back a couple of minutes later. They talked for a couple of minutes, she asked her some questions, and then she had her go to the restroom to pee in a cup. I made sure that her purse and everything stayed in the room. Somebody warned me she would be crazy enough to buy a pregnant woman's pee and use that instead. After she gave the cup to the doctor left and then she tried to talk to me. I sat there and ignored her and texted my friends until the doctor came back and confirmed that she was pregnant. I started shaking and tried to control my breathing, but my ex was so excited, and the doctor was excited with her. Then came the ultrasound, and my ex was roughly 11 weeks pregnant. After a couple of minutes, I excused myself and left. I texted her as I was leaving that before anything else happens, we're having a paternity test. First off, non-invasive prenatal testing is super expensive. I told her that I would pay for half, but that if the child wasn't mine, then she would have to pay me back for that. She told me that her parents were willing to pay for it. Her parents have more money than I would know what to do with. Like, millionaire's money. I told her that my ex-roommate was taking the test as well. She said that he didn't need to, and I snapped saying that, I guess I can wait another 6 months. Because they won't put my name on the birth certificate until they prove I'm the father. She finally agreed with me and made him take the test as well. There's a place around here that actually specializes in DNA testing, so we were able to get in just a couple days later. She brought her mom with her. They told us that they would have the results in 10 days and that we could come pick them up or they could mail them to us. We said we would pick them up in person. I was too nervous to go to the results. Emily and Trevor both went in place for me. According to them, my ex wasn't happy that I wasn't there and almost refused to let them see the results, but her mom told her that she could understand why I didn't want to be there. I'll never forget that phone call from Emily E. Emily, hey. Me, well, E, you're not the dad. You should have seen the look on your ex-roommate's face though. Asterisk asterisk he's the dad, I didn't make this clear. Sorry. Asterisk 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 at this point I squealed like a little girl. Asterisk my ex attempted to text me later and I just ignored all of them. Both of her parents did text me though saying that they wish me well with teaching. That really meant a lot to me. As for other things in my personal life, I've gotten a new apartment over by Trevor and Emily. My ex doesn't know where I live at the moment, her number is blocked, she's blocked on Facebook, and everything else that I could think of to block her on. I've joined a summer baseball league and I play for the 2 times a week. I'm volunteering in the preschool CL*SS rooms on campus in the mornings. My job is giving me more hours, requested. I'm taking 3 summer CL*SSES, and I'm the ASL tutor for the summer CL*SSES now that they have started. I also bought a bike, and now I ride that daily as well. I also got a kitty. His name is Jasper, and I read a lot more now. I realized that I wasn't reading as much as I normally did while I was with my ex, but I've gotten back to reading. My friends are saying that I'm too busy now and that I have even less time than I did when I was with my ex. I like that. The busier I stay, the less I think about her, and the happier I am. There's a week between the summer CL*SSES that I'm tutoring this summer, and Emily, Trevor, Emily's best friend and I are going on a 5-day hiking, camping trip. I want to say thank you for everybody that helped me through this. The support that you've all given me has really helped me. There are still the people that are saying, this isn't true, but I'm receiving a lot more positive support than negative. No, Emily and I are not going to date. For the many people that have asked, I'm sorry to disappoint you and say that we're not. I don't see her in a romantic way, and I plan on staying single for a while. I'll be finishing up my BS in elementary education this upcoming school year, and then I still need to decide whether to continue schooling and pursue my MS in deaf education and deaf studies, or whether I should start teaching. Asterisk asterisk I'm sorry, I had to take the link down of Jasper. I was reminded that you are not allowed to post links. Asterisk 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 TLDR, she is pregnant. But I'm not the dad. Original post. I'd like to begin by thanking everyone who left some input. I was overwhelmed by the response. Just know that I did read every single comment. It hasn't been very long at all, I know that. And I truly don't know what the future holds. But here's what has happened in the past 10 days or so. I admit, I should have talked to Charlie earlier before heading to bed again, but I was *SSED about broaching the subject and still ruminating over the advice. And so, his anxiety flared again during *XY time that night. Rather than immediately falling into comforting him, I began asking him why he was feeling like he was and resisting the instinct to make it all better. It was a little more tough love than I've ever been with him, and we haven't been together all that long, but it got him to open up. I did flat out tell him, in a nice way, that this was getting in the way, that we had to solve this sooner rather than later, and that I didn't like him accusing me of being untruthful in bed. And he responded to that, apologized, and agreed that we could not go on like this. What actually started coming up as we talked were some things I hadn't considered. He was tired at the end of work, distracted by stresses from earlier in the day, finding it challenging both physically and mentally to stay focused and creating this self-fulfilling prophecy, where the fear of being distracted and unable to be a satisfying partner was doing just that. He was also very *SSED to not be in the mood sometimes, and I do think that was tied into the failure mindset. If he didn't feel like getting going, he was failing me as a partner. I asked him to be open with that. I also told him that we didn't have to go all the way every time if there were other ways to enjoy the moment. And then on to concrete solutions. Long story short, Charlie and I have spent the last 10 days or so just relaxing together at night and reserving early mornings for intimacy. Thanks, you, nerd without a cause. Less stress, less fatigue, and it's been a rather amazing physical solution. No anxiety flares yet on this revised schedule, when we can do it first thing and not be under the stress of a long day. But time will tell if this will keep up, I suppose. Charlie did have therapy 3 days ago, and he allowed me to look at the notebook he had brought with him. He'd brought this all up, and there were some more, in the moment, solutions for when his anxiety flared. He's been very open about making the greater effort to control his symptoms on his own without relying exclusively on me. Waking up to him this morning, he also rather bashfully told me he was feeling under the weather and would prefer if we just cuddled. So we did, and other PG-13 stuff eventually came. It was nice, and I think I have hope. TLDR, resolved to stop comforting boyfriend in bed when his anxiety flared, and realized that outside stressors were part of his flares. We do it in the morning now when there are less of those stressors, and he's working harder in therapy and being more vocal about what he's feeling in the moment.